नागपूरमध्ये जलवायू आधुनिकीकरण, हरित नवाचार आणि सतत विकासासाठी कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्ता या विषयावर आयोजित आंतरराष्ट्रीय परिषदेत केंद्रीय मंत्री नितीन गडकर यांनी महत्त्वपूर्ण वक्तव्य केलंय. कार्यक्रमाच्या दरम्यान गडकर यांनी विदर्भातील ऊर्जा परिस्थितीवर भाष्य करताना सांगितलं की येथील कमी प्रतीचा कोळसा ही एकीकडे संधी असून दुसरीकडे मोठं आव्हान देखील आहे. त्यांनी स्पष्ट केलंय की एलपीजीच्या संभाव्य तुटवड्याला तोंड देण्यासाठी आता या कोळशापासून अमोनियम नायट्रेट तयार करण्याच्या प्रक्रियेवर काम सुरू आहे. हे उत्पादन विशेषतः मायनिंग क्षेत्रासाठी अत्यंत उपयुक्त ठरणार आहे. यासोबतच त्यांनी सांगितलं की सरकार पर्यायी इंधनांच्या विकासावर भर देत आहे. एथेनॉल नंतर तिसरा पर्याय म्हणून डीएमई म्हणजेच डायमिथाइल इथरवरही संशोधन सुरू आहे. देहरादून येथील पेट्रोलियम संस्थेच्या अहवालानुसार एलपीजीमध्ये सुमारे 8% डीएमई मिश्रित करता येऊ शकतं, ज्यामुळे आयातीवरील अवलंबित्व कमी होण्यास मदत होईल. गडकरी पुढे म्हणाले की या विषयावर पुढील आठवड्यात त्यांच्या मंत्रालयात संबंधित मंत्र्यांसोबत महत्त्वाची बैठक होणार आहे. ऐकूया त्यांच्या या संभाषणातील काही ठळक मुद्दे.
Organizing this important international event in Nagpur. We are the fastest growing economy in the world and sustainable development is the goal for the government. In any society, three important pillars which are very important. One is ethics, economy, ecology and environment. We need sustainable development. At the same time, we have to protect ecology and environment. The most important thing is when we are talking about the development, sustainable development, we need to make research and study from district to district, region to region is very important. Today, I have a lot of reservation in my mind about university and educational institution, particularly engineering colleges, because we need your guidance, particularly technical guidance, the different stakeholders in the society where they can make good progress. Now in AI in agriculture also is one of the important things which is related with Vidarbha. We have got lot of minerals available here. We are now making the scheme for particularly improvement for Nagpur, 2,400 crore schemes. Then we have a big project from waste to wealth, that is conversion of organic waste in taking into biodigester, and we will have to a target of making 28 ton bio CNG per day. Project is as long as it's completed now. We are selling our sewage water. Today, even in our area, we constructed 1 kilometer road on Nagpur-Jabalpur section near Mansar, where we use bio-bitumen. And with the cooperation of CSR, in the presence of Director and Central Research Organization, I suggested them to give patent to 15 industries for making bio-bitumen from rice straw. In our whole Bhandara, Gondia, Chandrapur, Gadchiroli district, now because of Gusikud also, our irrigation potential is increased, where we need to develop the bio-bitumen in particular in our area. We have ethanol factories. Now we are in process of making of isobutanol, which is alternative for diesel. Now because of the low quality coal, is the strength for Vidarbha, or it is also a problem. But now because of shortage of LPG, now we are already in the process of making from particular low quality coal, we can make ammonium nitrate, which is very useful in mining sector, and at the same time methanol, and the third is DME. Now the next week in my ministry I have a meeting with all concerning ministers, for we received the report from Petroleum Institute Dehradun that we can add 8% DME in LPG. Now this is going to reduce our import. There are a lot of things which are already in the process of, with the successful technology they are now running. But there is no coordination between the university, engineering colleges, research organization and the regional, district level people, the stakeholders. That is to be a problem. Lot of things are moving, particularly only I am discussing about AI. Now in own land, we have now AI is there, and our agrovision we organize the orange growers farmers. Our target to start this artificial intelligence AI in particularly 1,000 orange growers, out of which 500 already in the process of starting in my own agriculture farm. We have got now AI technology. The pictures in my farm, the Microsoft and Google is taking and sending to me. And they are taking interest in the development of AI in my agriculture land in Dhapewala. But not a single engineering college and madam, any department of your side, never they want to visit there. This is to be a pinch for me. That is the reason I am coming here to request you that your practical cooperation, coordination and guidance is very important. Today, by making SOP for, particularly for orange, sugarcane, and also we are taking cooperation of Baramati Krishi Vigyan Kendra. And now today in my own farm, we have production of tuar, 15 quintal per acre. And by using AI, again we can make second crop and we can again get 15 quintal. That is going to reduce the cost. Now we are using particularly drone for spraying. I have got electric tractor. And now because of transport minister, I insist the agriculture equipment manufacturers and even construction equipment manufacturers that you should mandatory use alternative fuel or biofuel. In all this sector, there is a huge potential because it is import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. Today in our own country, we are facing the economic crisis and environment crisis because of import of fossil fuel. We are spending 22 lakh crores per year for importing this fossil fuel. Here there are a lot of options. The research scholars and particularly those people who are now in IITs, engineering colleges, they are successfully experiments and research. They are really giving good results. I got to visit a lot of IITs in the country. They are doing a lot of experiment. But now everywhere, the young generation which is already there in the universities and engineering colleges and IITs, where exactly we need to explain them what is the futuristic need of our country. What are the raw materials which are available with us? How we are going to protect ecology and environment. Now the 5 ton of rice straw is given 1 ton of bio-CNG. And in Reliance, already started one project in Mauda, and they are making bio-CNG from rice straw and napier grass. So, unfortunately or fortunately, I remember many times I tried to convince Mukesh Ambani that don't import all this fossil fuel and go for alternative and biofuel. He was telling me, Nitinji, I never understand the importance of your argument. But his son is now, he's every day listening to your lectures and making new policies. And now they have decided to make 400 projects of bio-CNG from, particularly from biomass, rice straw. Because the burning of this rice straw, popularly known as parali, is a big problem. Even in particularly Panipat, we have initiated a project and its project is now successfully started. They are making 1 lakh liters of bioethanol per day and 150 ton of bio-bitumen and 78,000 ton per year bio-aviation fuel. We are doing here experiment. I am not a scientist, neither an engineer, but I am spending and investing a lot of capital for getting new things. The most important challenge in environment point of view is how to convert carbon dioxide, how can make some value addition in it. Dr. Yadav was telling me that now he has successfully implemented that from carbon dioxide he can make DAP, methanol and ethanol also. This is the need of the hour because our import, particularly for fossil fuel, is very big. So exactly by understanding the requirement of our country and the future of our country, without stopping this import of fossil fuel, we cannot make India Atmanirbhar Bharat. And we need to use the technology, successful technology, particularly region to region, district to district, where we are expecting our education institutions, engineering colleges, and particularly universities, they should have a good coordination with the common man. Without that, there is no use of government is making a lot of expenditure. Ultimately, by and large for the country, if we are not getting the result for that, then what is the use of this investment? We are giving Satva Vetanayo, Vatva, Nova, you are getting good salary. But what we are getting? We are the people of common level who are facing the problem of poverty, unemployment. If your knowledge, your technology, your vision is going to change our life, then that is the use of the university and institution in our life, the common man life. Now I have an electric tractor. And tractor is good, but it's only running for 1.5 hours. Now the lithium-ion battery, I remember the first car when I launched with the electric car. The cost of the lithium-ion battery was $150 per kilowatt per hour. And today it comes to $55 per kilowatt per hour. So now electric bus, electric truck, electric tractor, everything is here. Madam, I have one electric truck with 60-ton capacity. And actually, I am suggesting to my son because I am not in the business. But never, just like university and education, he always count the economics because he don't want to do experiments. So my truck is swapping, battery swapping. So the truck successfully implemented. And actually, I got about to launch one inauguration of one project of Bakshi and Company. And the truck was from the Chinese company, but here Indian joint venture was that company with some Indian Renuka Sugar, the company was there. They are taking container from JNPT, Mudra and Kandla to in Haryana, the place is Sonipat. And now the cost in place of 110 rupees of diesel per liter, now the cost for that mileage is only 10 rupees. So 100 rupees they are saving. And that is very interestingly, they just change the battery within 1 minute, and that after that they can go up to 180 kilometers. So just swapping is everywhere. So I got that truck, I am making the experiment, I am making crude oil from the plastic, waste plastic. Now I have already experiment is going on. From CO2, they are going to convert into ethanol. But still the experiment is going on. But this is not my work. This is your work. Here we need to understand from you what your contribution for Vidarbha, what your contribution for the farmers of Vidarbha, what your contribution for the solid waste and liquid waste management in Nagpur, what exactly technology you are giving. Now I just received a presentation from our LIT student who is in Belgium now, that from the sewage water they are making DAP, and that is organic, and 50 kg of DAP chemical, that organic DAP 15 kg is equal to that. So from Nag Nadi's sewage, we want to find that, where we need your help. So this type of many technology which are very useful, which is going to change not only socio-economic transformation, but changing the life of the people in the East backward area. So where this is the time that we need to identify regarding understanding the strength of that area and the weakness of that area, which type of the best technology we can apply there. The proven technology, economic viability, availability of raw material and marketability of the finished product is important. And one thing is no doubt, it's very clear that the futuristic development, future of the country is depending upon the research and technology. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill and successful practices, we name it as knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. And that is the reason that importance of engineering colleges, IITs, even skill training institute is very important. Now Mahindra is now going to open their plant in Butibori, making investment of 10,000 crore. But now we are expecting from your board of studies and your principal of engineering colleges, I can arrange the meeting and you can talk with them what type of requirement you have, employment potential we want to increase. We need to create jobs for the youth of this area. And what type of trained, skilled manpower they need on the basis of that. If our polytechnic and engineering colleges are doing, it's very useful. I remember we have the factory of Rafael, Dosala. And one of the engineering colleges, I just introduced them. On Umre Road, that engineering college was there. Suryodaya. Now their students contributing for making of this Rafael jet. Now their plan is to make their 11 and 13 seater Falcon jet in manufacturing here in Nagpur. We have got the factory of TAL where we are doing 1200 parts of Airbus and Boeing. The aviation engineering, the MRO is here, the waiting list is there. What type of manpower MRO they need? Only one engineering college is there, aviation engineering is there, Chaturvedi's college. But that capacity is limited. So the way in which what your professors, head of department, board of studies, the executive council, what they are doing, I don't know. But being a government, and I can expect it from the people. I know the politics of university. I always have the opinion that we don't want politics of any political party in the colleges and university premises. But I know your people in your university are more politicalized than we people. I know how they play the politics. This is not the platform. There should be performance audit from the education institution that what is their contribution for the society. And that is to be the need of the hour. And where the technology like AI, where green technologies, where a lot of technologies which are now probably in the research process, a lot of technology which are successful practices in any part of the world, we need to make research and study of it. And by using that technology, we can make sustainable development in our area and to create more jobs and protect the ecology and environment. And that is exactly the motivation, the vision which we need. And that is the reason that when we are organizing this conference is really a good initiative. But at the same time, before that, at least I will request you make a joint venture with us. We have 500 farmers only related with olive growers. Presently, they are in the process of starting AI in agriculture in Vidarbha area. We are now planning on making a lot of farmers, they want to use AI for cotton, AI for other crops. They want to make SOP for that. And there is a technology where we can transform the things. I remember when I taken farmers of Vidarbha to Spain, in Valencia, their productivity is very high. 1 acre, they have 340 trees of oranges, and Vidarbha we have only 100. They are making pruning, cutting, the total technology is different. And their production is 25 to 30 ton per acre, and our production is 3 to 5 ton per acre. By using AI, in Western Maharashtra, in Pune district, the farmers successfully have the production of 140 ton sugarcane per acre. In my own farm, it's not a good thing, but we have got 88 ton. But at that time, AI was not there. But there is even AI can give us the information that whether the plant need water or not. Even they can tell us after 8 days which disease is coming to on your crop. So this type of the AI in agriculture is going to change the total socio-economic feature.
तुम्हाला याविषयी काय वाटतं कमेंट करा. अशाच आणखी महत्त्वाच्या बातम्यांसाठी आमच्या चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा, व्हिडिओ लाईक करा आणि बेल आयकॉन दाबायला विसरू नका. लोकवाहिनी मीडिया करता विशाल बंबडवांची रिपोर्ट, नागपूर.